Good morning, Mr. Gay.
Good morning, ma'am.
Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome, my pleasure.
Counsel, can we please proceed?
Yes, thank you very much. Mr. Witness, can you please state your name?
My name is Jim Gay. I work for Quantum Net Express Motors. I'm the sales and marketing manager.
You work for?
Quantum Net.
Quantum Net?
Yeah, I work for the Q Group, Quantum Net in particular, and I'm the sales and marketing manager for its division, Express Motors. It's the arm of the vehicle department.
You work for Quantum. Do you have your appointment letter for Quantum?
No, I don't have that with me now.
Please write that down. You will be asked to produce your appointment letter.
Okay. Thank you.
For how long have you worked with Quantum?
Since 2007.
In what capacity?
As a sales and marketing manager.
Sales and marketing manager?
For vehicles, yes.
For vehicles?
Yes.
Now, were you there when Express Motors had an agreement with KMC?
That is correct, I was.
Together with Ajib?
That is correct, I was.
Do you have your file concerning all communications and transactions with KMC and also Ajib Bank?
Yes, I do.
Can you please produce that? You have it currently with you. Is that it?
This is it, but this is my copy. I had submitted at your department, the inquiries, preliminary investigating department. I submitted their copies there.
Can we please have your copy, please? Is that the original copy you have?
No, copies.
These are copies?
Yeah,
where is the original?
I gave them the originals.
So we will ask that you communicate with the investigation department, and then they will hand you back the original. You can give them the photocopy. We will need to admit that into evidence.
Okay.
To be very precise, does that include all the communications with KMC?
To the best of my knowledge, yeah.
How about the communications involving your company and the bank?
That is correct too.
They're all included?
They were all included, yeah.
In this copy?
In this copy, yeah, in this copy.
Or do you have a separate file with your communications with the bank?
That is this is the only file I have on my own.
Very well. Just confirm how many trucks did you supply to KMC?
In the beginning, we supplied them 19 trucks. That was a tender of its own. And then we supplied them another 4, which was a tender of its own. And they were done on the same day. And then eventually, after 1 or 2 years, there was an additional one. So I think altogether it would come up to 23, 24.
24. What are the name of these trucks?
They are compactor trucks. Most of them were compactor trucks. For the wards, there were 19 compactor trucks.
19 compactor trucks?
Yes. For the council trucks, there were 4. And 2 were skip trucks.
2 skip trucks?
Yeah. 1 skip bin and 1 compactor truck.
You have 19 compactor trucks for the wards?
For the wards. 19 compactor trucks. Yeah.
Go ahead, proceed.
You can get the description for the 19 compactor trucks as 6x4s because they are big trucks.
6x4s?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That would be like 10 wheels.
10 wheels?
Yeah, they were like 10 wheels.
And then you have an outstanding of 5 trucks. Is that for the council?
No, 4 trucks preliminary. There were 4 trucks, 2 skip trucks.
Yes, go ahead.
2 skip trucks, 1 septic emptier, and 1 compactor truck. But this is a 4x2, and that would be 6 wheel.
Let me just get the evidence right. You said first you supplied 19 trucks.
19 trucks, 6 by 4.
Yes, that's a 10 wheel.
Yeah, 10 wheels, yeah.
Then you have 4 trucks.
Then you have 4 trucks, 2 skid bins, 1 compactor, 4 by 2. So you would see there's a difference between the ward truck and the council truck. The council truck is a smaller truck. It's a 4 by 2, 6 wheel.
4 by 2, 6 wheel.
Yeah, and then a septic tank here. So that makes it 4.
And how many septic?
Just one septic.
And then a year or 2 you supplied 1, did you say that?
Yeah, that would be a compactor. It was an additional compactor, and that was a 6 by 4 too. That would be a 10 wheel.
That's a 10 wheel.
It was a 10 wheel, yeah.
Now, which year was this?
The tender.
The agreement you had with KMC.
Oh, the tender was done in 2018, around the end of December 2018. It was like around the 28th of December 2018. So it was at the end of the year.
Is Quantum, is it a company? Is it a limited liability company?
Quantum Net, yes, it's a.
How about Espas?
Espas is a trading name.
Is it a limited liability company?
It is a trading name on the Quantum Net.
Under Quantum.
That
so
is
it is
correct.
not registered as a company?
No, it's not. It is a trading name. And,
can you produce all the legal incorporating documents for Quantum and Espas?
Okay, so do I need to write that down too as a provision?
If you can memorize it, but you are advised to write it down.
I'm going to write it down. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
Now, just a quick one. Is the agreement between entered in the name of Quantum or in the name of Espas?
The agreement?
Yes.
It's in the name of the trading business as a division of Quantum Net, but the letterheads are on the Quantum Net.
But the agreement is in the name of Espas?
Espas Limited Quantum Net.
Are you saying it has Espas and Quantum?
Yes, it has Espas.
Is that your evidence? Is
yes.
that your evidence?
Yeah, it would have Quantum Net and Espas Motors.
Now, which company did you purchase these 24 trucks?
From China, Futon manufacturers.
What is the relationship between you and Futon?
We are a distributor of Futon products.
Of Futon products?
Yeah, Futon vehicles.
Do you have agreement with Futon?
Do we have agreement with Futon?
That is a very clear question.
Yes, we would have an agreement with Futon.
Do you have a written agreement with Futon?
I'm sorry, we do.
No, I want a very direct answer. Do you have a written agreement as a distributor with Futon?
Yes, we do.
Can you please produce that?
I'll put that on my notes.
When did you have an agreement with Futon?
I cannot be exact when we had the agreement because.
Why is that?
Because I don't know actually when the actual date and time was done for the agreement, but the trucks were ordered in 2018.
I'm not talking about the trucks. I'm talking about the agreement with Futon. I'm exhausted my question with respect to the trucks.
Yeah, I cannot be specific on the date when we made an agreement.
When were you employed again? Can you remind us when you were employed with Quantum?
2007.
7?
Yeah, that is.
Certainly you did not have an agreement with Futon before that. So when did you have an agreement with Futon?
That is right. We did not have an agreement before that because if there was, I would have known when I came in there.
Perfect. And if there is, you would have known when you came in as well subsequently.
That is correct, but I wasn't expecting that a particular relation to the date and time we had an agreement with Futon would be mentioned here. So it was off my head. I didn't look at that.
So you want us to give you time to provide us with information
that is
regarding
correct. That is
not
correct.
only the date and time, but the...
I mean the year and the contract documents.
Yes. Now, you communicated with Futon in relation to this purchase?
Did we communicate with
Yes,
them?
naturally. We want you to provide us with all the communications with Futon, the file that you've had in purchase of these stocks.
Okay.
Because I believe you have a file with Futon, correct?
That would be correct.
Do you know what the unit price of each compactor truck is in 2019 when you purchased them from Futon?
No, I wouldn't accept that.
Did you purchase these trucks as at the time you had an agreement with KMC, or were you given the trucks just to distribute in your distribution capacity or agreement?
What would you mean between purchase
Was
and
it
distribute?
purchased directly? Did you pay for it as at the time you had an agreement with KMC, or were you supplied these trucks and subsequently you will pay as a special arrangement you had with Futon?
No, after we had an agreement and we signed a contract, we ordered for the document for the trucks.
I know you ordered. Did you pay for it when you ordered
Yes,
it?
we paid for it. Yeah.
You paid for it when you ordered it.
Yes, we did.
It is not like you paid subsequently in your capacity as a distributor.
No, when we purchase cars, we pay in advance, and when it's ready to be shipped, if there's any balance remaining, we pay the remaining balance.
I didn't hear that part clearly.
When we make orders, there's a minimum requirement for a deposit, and when we do the deposit, when the trucks or vehicles are ready for shipment, then we pay the balance if there's any remaining.
There's a minimum deposit?
Yeah, there's a deposit to be made, yeah.
To Futon?
Yeah, to Futon, yeah.
And when it is delivered, you pay?
No, before it is delivered.
Before it is delivered, you pay. Yeah. So in essence, in simple terms, you paid for these trucks before it is delivered?
That will be correct.
Is that correct? Have you had agreements with Futon before? Have you had have you purchased vehicles from Futon before?
Yes.
Before these 19 trucks?
Yes, sir.
Since when?
I just said I wouldn't remember since we started doing business with Futon.
Not started. When can you recall?
That would mean
hear me out first. When can you recall doing business with Futon, purchasing vehicles from them besides these trucks?
Would probably 2017.
2017.
Yes, probably. Maybe 2018.
I would require to details previous transactions with Futon as well.
Yeah, if there's any, I will let you know.
If
we had previous transactions before the trucks, I will let you know. I will provide you the documents.
Is it Mr. Jim?
Yeah, Jim Gay. Yeah.
Jim Gay.
Yeah.
Did you not say you've had previous relationship with Futon? Yeah. Did you or did you not say that?
I said yes, but I wasn't specific on the date and the year.
I am now not asking you to be specific on the date and the year. I am asking where you have purchased, aside from the agreement with KMC, have you had relationship with Futon in the past that you have purchased vehicles from?
That is what I also need to confirm.
Is that a yes or no? You don't know?
I don't know.
If there was, you would have known. You would have known if there had been a situation where you have purchased vehicles from Futon.
The thing is, I might not be certain of the date and time. I don't know if it's before the trucks or right before. I think you should understand what.
Yes, Mr. Gay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. If there are any documents, we will give you time to go back and check. And you provide us with the necessary information.
Certainly.
All right.
Now, Mr. Gay, let me repeat again. Have you had calls to purchase vehicles from Futon prior to the Mbalit project?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Yeah. Good. That's a very good answer. Now, That'll be all for now, Mr. Gay, Honorable Chairperson, unless there are other questions for Mr. Gay.
Mr. Gay, thank you so much for coming. Okay. Please endeavor to bring us the documents. If we need you anytime in the future to make any sort of clarification on any of the issues that we may want clarification on, we will call you. Okay, and we thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. So you are discharged. So please kindly provide us with these documents by Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yes, this coming Wednesday.
This coming Wednesday.
If it is too tight, you tell me when you can conveniently get us this document before the end of the week.
Okay. You guys are open on Fridays?
Yes.
You open on Fridays?
Yes, we work on Friday.
All right. So
I'll
take it towards the end of the week. Yeah.
Yes. So please bring them in on Friday.
If I have it before then, I'll bring it.
No. We are ordering you to bring the documents that you have.
I know.
If you don't have it, we can't compel you to give us what you don't have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
For those that you have,
yes,
please endeavor to bring them.
I will certainly do that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right.
Good morning, Mr. Witness. Louder. Louder. How are you?
I'm fine.
Very good. You need to take oath before anything. So, what religion do you believe?
Pardon?
What religion do you believe?
I'm a Muslim.
You are a Muslim. Are you ready to take oath or affirm?
I'm ready to take oath.
To take oath, there you can have my right hand. Raise it up. Say I, Kajali Jane, I do swear that all the evidence that I shall give before this honorable court, be a commission, shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. It's okay in English. What language?
English.
English, very well.
Morning.
Good morning, Mr. Jane.
Good morning, Madam Chair.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Council, can we please proceed?
Yes, thank you very much. So witness, can you please state your name?
I'm Kajali Jane.
Your address?
Talingning.
Your occupation?
I'm a private citizen currently.
That's not an occupation. That's a nationality. Your occupation. Do you work anywhere?
My occupation before is I work with education and finally with KMC.
Do you still work with KMC?
Yes, I used to work for KMC.
Since when were you employed at KMC?
Pardon?
When were you employed at KMC?
I was employed as Deputy CEO.
When was that?
This was in April 2020.
That was your first employment with KMC?
Indeed.
And before that?
Before that, I was with education.
What is your educational background, sir?
I did my primary school at Melvis Primary School in Janjambure, then proceeded to Armitage High School, then to Gambia College for my primary teacher certificate and high teacher certificate, then to the University of Gambia for my BEd Bachelor in Education, and finally I acquired my master's at Jimpa in Ghana.
Now, you recall giving a statement and also an additional statement to the investigators of the commission.
Yes, please.
The statement would be, the date is on the 3rd of May 2023. Do you recall this?
Yes.
The additional statement is 19th of August 2024. Now, we will now give you two statements bearing these dates. Please go through them, the two statements. Each, I believe, is 2 pages.
The first one is 3 pages, and second 2 pages.
3 pages.
2 pages. 3 pages rather.
The first is dated the 3rd of May 2023. Is that correct?
Yes, please.
It has 3 pages or 2 pages?
By pages, I would say it's 6, because a page is both sides of the paper.
Can I please see? Mr. Kajali, the first statement on the 3rd of May 2023 is 3 pages.
Okay.
You can confirm that. You don't need to agree. Just look at it again and confirm. The second, on the 19th of August 2024, has 2 pages. But please reconfirm.
Yes, it's 3 pages, because I was mistakenly considering both sides of the paper. That's why I said 3. It's correct. 3 pages. And the second, 2 pages.
Now, can you please go through the statements? Because we want you to verify whether those were the statements obtained from you.
Yes.
And that's your signature?
Yes.
We apply the statement of Jim Kajali Jane. The first is the 3rd of May 2023, and the second, 19th of August 2024, into evidence as an exhibit.
The witness statements of Mr. Kajali Jane, the first dated on the 3rd of May 2023, and the second additional witness statement dated the 19th of August 2024, are admitted together in evidence as an exhibit, and they are marked as LGC/KJ/KMC/001.
As a commission places. Now, Mr. Jane.
Yes, Counsel.
Do you have your appointment letter?
Yes.
Were you confirmed?
No.
Can we please see your appointment letter? For how long did you hold this position as Deputy Chief Executive Officer?
I was appointed in April 2020, then to August 2021.
What happened? Did you resign subsequently?
No, I remain as Deputy CEO to oversee the position of the CEO.
Yes.
But officially, my official designation is Deputy CEO.
You resigned?
I didn't resign.
I see.
It was an additional portfolio, I would say.
I see in your additional statement, the position, your position is former Deputy CEO. Why are you former? You're no longer the Deputy CEO?
Where is that indicated?
In your additional statement on the 19th of August 2024.
Maybe that's a typical error.
I see position former Deputy CEO.
Then I was, maybe, because I'm no longer with council, that's how they capture it. Unlike if you look at the first statement, it's indicated Deputy Chief Executive Officer.
When did you cease working for council?
August 2023.
2023. So I asked, did you resign? How did you leave council?
My service was dismissed. Not terminated, I was dismissed.
You were dismissed?
Yes.
Why were you dismissed?
There was a time when the former CEO was embroiled in a problem with council.
Who was the former CEO you're referring to?
Said Martin Sonko.
Yes.
As a result of that, she was sent on administrative leave.
Yes.
As her immediate assistant, through council resolution, I was asked to oversee the function of the office of the CEO.
Proceed.
Yes, and this was in 2021.
Why were you dismissed?
Pardon?
Why were you dismissed?
Why I was dismissed? So during the period, the local government, I would say Ministry of Local Government, wrote to me to say I handed over the functions of the CEO to Senator Martin. All right. So I related the matter to council because council resoluted for me to take over. So council advised that I should remain as acting CEO. So later, I didn't respond to that letter. The council lawyer advised that she will respond on behalf of me, which she did.
Who is that lawyer?
Lawyer Yasin Senghor.
Please proceed.
All right. So I was sent another letter that I should hand over. So there too, the lawyer wrote back and advised me that I should not hand over. So then they sent me another letter. I think that's happened to be the third letter, indicating that I'm being demoted as Deputy CEO and transferred to Janjamburi.
Please proceed.
All right. So whilst we were in that push and pull, I was subsequently served a dismissal letter.
Did you go to Janjamburi when you were transferred?
No, I didn't go.
Why is that?
I was advised by the lawyer, and I think that I should stay.
Who employed you?
I was employed by Local Government Service Commission.
And you thought it was proper to not go by your employer's instructions?
Not necessarily. Once I was appointed, going by the dictates of my appointment letter, all right, I'm under the dictates of the council.
You should be answerable to council.
Yes, I should be answerable to council.
And you think?
And to that effect, when council, in that heated time, when the council wrote to me that if I acted otherwise, I'll be charged for contempt.
In your experience as Deputy CEO, who has the authority to transfer you?
Well, when I looked at the Local Government Act,
yes,
the appointment, promotions, transfers should be within the mandates of the Service Commission, but in consultation with council through the Establishment Appointment Committee.
But the Local Government Service Commission has the ultimate power to transfer and appoint.
Well,
Do you disagree with that? I mean, you can disagree if you want to. It's not a problem.
Well, considering my understanding, based on my understanding, well, I agree with that, since the law indicates that in consultation and according to the letter I've been receiving from the council, that well, they don't have the power.
Do you have those letters with you?
Indeed.
Can I please see those letters?
Sorry, Council, I thought I brought them along. The resolutions, Council resolutions I came with, but they are with me in my court. So if Council can give me time to submit them to Council, I'll do so.
So what do you have with you currently?
Currently, I only have Council resolutions.
Can I please can we please have the resolutions? You have three resolutions. Is it correct? Three?
Three.
Concerning this matter?
It might be not more than three, but then these three I came with. But the Commission can give me time to
come with the rest.
I cannot say exactly how many resolutions were passed, but then these are the three committee.
All right. We appeal to tender council resolutions concerning the matter involving the witness, Kajali Jane, and council and Senator Martins, and the Local Government Service Commission and the Ministry of Local Government and Lands in relation to the problem surrounding Kajali Jane and Senator Martin Sonko. The first is dated to the 3rd of June 2023 with the subject General Council resolution. The second is a memo addressed to the Chief Executive Officer from the Clerk of Council. Date 26th of July 2021, subject General Council resolution. The third is dated the 21st of June 2023. It's a memo from the Establishment and Appointment Committee addressed to the Lord Mayor with the subject Establishment and Appointment Recommendation and Updates, all into evidence as an exhibit.
Council, I just came across one additional resolution.
Thank you, we can have them. The fourth one is a memo from the Clerk of Council addressed to the Chief Executive Officer, the Lord Mayor, that of Finance, a copy. The date is 24th of February 2023. The subject General Council resolution into evidence as an exhibit.
The documents presented by the witness are admitted as follows. A memo addressed to the Acting Chief Executive Officer from the Clerk of Council and is copied to the Lord Mayor and Acting Director of Finance with a reference GCM/R/04/2020 and is dated the 26th of July 2021 with the subject General Council resolution. That is the first document. The second document is a memo addressed to the Chief Executive Officer. It is copied to the Lord Mayor, Director of Finance, and it is from the Clerk of Council with reference GCM/R/1/2023. It is dated 24th of February 2023 with the subject General Council resolution. The third document is addressed to the Lord Mayor, and it is from the Establishment and Appointment Committee. It is dated 21st of June 2023. The subject, Establishment and Recommendation / Updates. The fourth document is also a memo from the Clerk of Council, and it is addressed to the Chief Executive Officer, and it's copied to the Lord Mayor and Director of Finance with reference GCM/R/5/223, and it is dated the 23rd of June 2023 with the subject General Council Resolution. These four documents are admitted together as an exhibit in evidence and are marked as LGC/KJ/KMC/002.
As the Commission pleases. Now, we also apply to tender the appointment as Deputy Chief Executive Officer of Mr. Kajali Jane, 23rd of March 2020, signed by Fatou Jiba for Permanent Secretary into evidence as an exhibit.
Council?
Yes, sir.
May I request if I can kindly get copies of these documents? But for the appointment letter, is the only copy I have.
Yes, well, I think that you can list the registrar.
Register, okay.
A letter dated the 23rd of March 2020 with reference LM 35/131/01 in brackets 99. The letter is from the Ministry for Lands, Regional Government and Religious Affairs, and it is addressed to Mr. Kajali Jane, Care of Regional Education Directorate, Region 6, with the caption, Appointment as Deputy Chief Executive Officer. The letter is signed by Fatou Jiba for Permanent Secretary, and it is copied to the Chairman, Local Government Service Commission, Lord Mayor KMC, CEO KMC, and Director of Finance KMC. The letter is admitted as an exhibit in evidence, and it is marked as LGC/KJ/KMC/003.
As a Commission places. Now, did you write down what we've asked you to bring regarding some of the documents you have mentioned in your testimony? The communications from the Service Commission? Please write it down.
Come again?
The letters that you have received, the communications from the Service Commission to you.
Okay.
And the subsequent or additional resolutions that you may not have with you currently of Council. And the communication from the lawyer advising you in this matter.
Okay.
Do you have that down?
Yes, you said letters from the Local Government Service Commission.
Yes.
That were addressed to me, as well as those from the ministry.
Yes.
I received some from Service Commission, others from the ministry.
Yes.
Yes, and also the letters written by the lawyer.
Yes.
On my behalf. Yes, I've taken note.
Thank you. You have served as an overseer or in acting capacity for a year. Is it for 1 year?
Nearly, I would say nearly 2 years. Because from August 2021 to June 2023. So roughly.
And in this period, you were the substantive CEO because you were the one acting in the capacity of the CEO.
Yes, indeed.
So in this period, as acting CEO or overseeing of the CEO, who are you answerable to?
I was answerable to General Counsel.
How are you answerable to General Counsel?
The Lord Mayor, yes, being the head of the council,
yes,
almost every morning we do a briefing.
Every morning.
And secondly, decisions taken at the council meetings are communicated to me for implementation.
What does this morning briefings entail?
It's a routine activity.
Yes.
At times he'll call when there are some pertinent issues, being project, being discussions with visitors, being issues that he received from council staffs or any council-related matters that he feels need to be discussed. So during those briefings, we discuss, and also I will also a briefing on activities of previous day or days or weeks.
So just
to keep you updated.
Now, the finances of council. Are there minutes of these meetings?
No, these are no meetings are taken. Normally, he will have his own agenda. All right, highlighting just in jottings, just to bring those issues to my attention. And not only me, at times other senior officers do attend. Hardly I have one-to-one meeting with him. Hardly when it concerns council matters.
So, but there are no minutes of this meeting.
No meeting.
But you also have official SMT meetings as well.
Yes, in fact, some of those SMT meetings, there is debriefing before such meetings.
Debriefing?
Yeah, briefing, yes. In fact, our briefing, morning briefings, most of them are pertaining to the agenda that he identified for discussion, so that we can have some in-depth understanding.
For the senior management team meetings?
Yes.
And how often are these meetings?
These are conducted, I would say, monthly, but in between we could have 2 meetings. It depends on the circumstances.
Who keep minutes of these meetings?
The Director of Administration.
And during this period, we will request that you liaise with the Director of Administration to provide these minutes.
Okay.
Mr. Jane.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
I just want to know whether you attend council meetings by virtue of your position.
Yes, ma'am.
As CEO of council.
Yes, ma'am.
So you do attend every council meeting.
Yes, ma'am.
In what capacity? Is it as an ex officio member?
Yes, I would say because according to the act, the CEO should attend council meetings, but I don't have any voting rights. When issues are directed to me, I'll contribute, but hardly.
So, as a matter of confirmation, you attend as an
of course
as an ex-officio
member.
All right. Thank you.
Sorry, Council, it just escaped my mind that I should provide minutes of meetings.
Yes, of the SMT. Do you know whether council passed any bylaw or bylaws during the period you have served?
I can remember bylaws were developed and passed at council, but I cannot specifically say which period. But with time, if you give me time, I'll consult the clerk.
Yes.
Because they will take minutes of council meetings.
Please get that down. Get it down, please.
I'm done.
Thank you very much. The finances of council, who authorizes payment for expenditures?
During my time, I authorize as acting CEO.
And what does that mean? What do you understand when you say you authorize? Do you have the absolute power to make decisions on expenditure and payment?
No, as it's based on procedure. When payments are to be done,
yes,
the necessary documentations are made by accounts. If in the first place, for example, if it is a requests are sent to me. I looked at the request, then minute it to the relevant departments or authority for their advice. Once it's brought back to me, then I'll send it to finance through the acting director to look at it and verify. Once it's satisfied with it, he send it back to me, then I will approve.
Is there
an advice that the necessary documentations are done?
Is there a limit that you can approve, above which you may need a further approval?
Well, by law, any payment above 500,000 should be referred to council.
What is that law?
Pardon? I said any payment above 500,000 should be approved.
You said by law, so which law are you referring to?
I think it's in the Local Government Finance and Audit Act.
That wouldn't tell you the amount. It will just tell you the procedure, or the check and balances in place.
Okay.
So we know, just like you rightly mentioned, that the finance and audit account will tell you that up to a certain limit, it should be, the approval should be at the level of the CEO. And as well, if it goes beyond that amount, it has to be at the level of the mayor, the mayoress, or the chairperson, whichever applies. And up to a certain amount as well to council. So what procedure obtained in council when you were the acting CEO?
The procedure obtained in council, most of those high payments are related to contracts. And in that case, the contract committee will sit over the matter, discuss it. If it's required, depending on the threshold, if it is above 500,000, well, we have to go to the council for approval. Otherwise, the necessary documentation or processes are to be followed.
Mr. Jane, if you are to make payment for an amount more than $500,000, payment of any kind, do you have the authority to approve that?
About 500,000?
Yes.
No.
Who approves?
No, for the approval is done by me. But then
let me rephrase.
Okay, rephrase your question.
What I'm trying to say so that you may understand. If a check should be drawn, there is a payment voucher raised by the finance department, and then let's say it's $200,000. It stops with you. Once you make your verification, you can approve payment. Is that not correct?
Yes.
We know if it is 500 and more or above that amount, it does not stop with you at your level. It either goes to council or it goes to the mayor for further scrutiny. What obtains? Does it go to council or does it go to the mayor for further scrutiny?
Well, in that case, like I said, if it's those such type payments are mostly related to contracts. In that case, once the matter is accepted at the level of the contract committee, and the amount is about 500,000. Do you
inform the mayor of any payment about $500,000?
Yes.
You understand the question?
Okay.
You answer the question. Procurement has nothing to do with the payment and expenditure structure. Procurement has to do with contracts. They have no business in payment and expenditure. Is that not the case? Payment and expenditure has to do squarely with the administrative structure you have in place. There is the finance department, the CEO, then the mayor and council. In the case of municipal council, for any other area council, you have the chairperson. That's why I said, as the case may be, whether it's a mayor or a mayoress or a chairperson. Now we are talking about municipal council. We are talking about the mayor. You are saying any payment above 500, you inform the mayor.
Indeed.
Exactly. Now, how do you inform the mayor? Is it formal? Do you send these documents to the mayor? These vouchers?
No.
How do you inform the mayor?
These are done verbally. I'll go with the document to say, well, this particular payment is this much for your information. But he doesn't endorse anything on it to say go ahead with it. No, but we only inform him.
But you know you needed the approval. The law says you must have approval. The law says there must be it has to the ceiling is beyond you. There has to be approval. Is that not the case? Finance department. Is that not the case? You had me.
I don't know what approval you mean, because for me, I've never experienced that. Mayor have never approved any payment. Yes.
You need approval. That's what the law says. Do you agree with that?
I agree.
Why would you not get approval? Why will you not get it formally, as opposed to just, what is the essence of just informing the mayor verbally? Go ahead.
I think it's already in place at council level that any payment above 400,000 or 500,000, the council has to be informed.
You inform the council through the mayor?
Yeah, through the mayor.
Exactly.
That's all. But
the idea and the story that you want to sell that council has to be informed is not correct. It's not true. Because we know council will have general meetings, and if these payments are there and they should be made on a daily basis or on a weekly basis. You cannot wait for these payments until after or during council sessions. It's not common sense.
Yes.
So you inform the mayor of these payments, the mayor representing council.
Yes, indeed. What my experience have given me and what I've been doing. Hardly that happened. Most of those high level payments are discussed only at council level before we talk about payment.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I am not saying payments are not discussed at council's level. That's not my concern. I am following the law. And you have confirmed the law. I am following strictly what the law says, that to a certain extent, the CEO, to a certain level, the mayor, up to a certain level, council. I'm not saying that. I am saying, are you following the law? If you have confirmed that you go to the mayor, you have daily briefings. That's number one, correct?
Yes.
You have SMTs, senior management team meetings. These are periodical, once or twice in a month, correct? Correct?
Yes.
The ceiling that you can approve is 500,000, that goes down. Above it, you have to have approval. Is that not the case?
Yes. But
just hear me out, let me lay the foundation. That you would go to the mayor and inform the mayor, but you had said that the mayor would not write anything on this document, but you just inform the mayor, correct?
Yes, to say it's approved?
Yes.
Evidence of that?
Yes.
No.
No. Now, how do you get the approval from the mayor if there are no anything written on this payment vouchers? How would you know whether the mayor agrees with you or not, or gives permission for you to effect payment?
Okay. Can I say this? In a situation where, for example, there is a contract, all right, all the documentation pertaining to the contract are carried out, yes. Approval from DPP, contract committee, follow the necessary procedure, yes. And the matter is discussed at council level.
Yes.
Now all what is left is for payment.
Yes.
All right. So in that case, what other approval is required? Other than informing the mayor, well, for this particular payment, the payment is above this. So already he knew what the payment is about.
No, you are running an institution.
Yes.
And this institution is they're guided by laws and regulations and principles. Is that not the case? The law says you do X, you do it. Don't do Y, don't do it. I am not concerned about who knows about this particular payment or this particular procurement. No. I am just following what obtained on the ground. And just hear me out. And it's for you to tell us between the period you have served as CEO what actually obtained on the ground. My question is very simple. Why do you go to the mayor for any payment above $500,000?
This is because it is required.
What is the requirement?
That any payment above 500,000, the council has to approve.
And so the council's approval is you go to the mayor, because he is the one with the office on the ground which you can access. Correct?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Yes.
But may I say this?
Go ahead.
I'll just repeat myself. For such payment, for instance, that required, let's say 600,000,
yes.
Or even 10 million.
Right.
It has been discussed at council level, and a resolution is passed that institution X should be paid this amount, and the resolution is there.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And a payment plan is made with that institution.
Yes.
All right. For example, 3 tranche payment.
Yes.
The first payment is 300,000, the second payment 400,000, then the last payment. In that case, well, since the resolution indicated that 10 million should be paid to this organization as a subvention, I don't think when the time if there is any need for to get the approval of the mayor.
Yes, Mr. Jane.
Yes.
What council is trying to find out,
okay,
is that you have indicated that approvals up to 500,000 you can proceed to approve and payments will be made. And above 500,000 you must receive an approval. Now my question is, this ceiling, was it done via a council resolution indicating that transactions beyond 500,000 should receive approval from council or from the mayor? Is there any resolution to that effect?
It's
either you are guided by the Local Government Finance and Audit Act, or the financial manual, or you are guided by a resolution from the council. It can only be from these three documents that you can derive authority to do what you are supposed to do. Is that correct?
Yes.
So now, this ceiling that was set up, were you following provisions from the financial manual, or were you following provisions from the Local Government Finance and Audit Act? If yes, can you please refer us as to where, which of the laws you were following? And if it is not contained in the in the Financial and Accounting Manual, and it's not contained in the Local Government Finance and Audit Act, it should be, it is my assumption, that it should be contained in a resolution that is giving directive to the CEO to say transactions up to 500,000, you have power to authorize that. And above 500,000, this is how you will need an approval for. That is what we are asking.
Okay.
Is it clear?
It's very clear. Very clear.
So do you have a resolution that indicated that indicated the ceiling?
Until I find out, I know I have not experienced where a payment above 500,000 is been approved. All right, by me.
No. What we are trying to establish is that what is the mandate? Where is the mandate coming from? That 500,000 and below, you should act, and 500,000 above, you must receive an approval. If it is just verbal instructions, you can also equally tell us it was a verbal instruction. So, but if you ask that we give you time to find out whether there has been a resolution to that effect, we will give you time to find out whether there is a resolution, so that we are certain that it's either it was through a resolution or it was a verbal instruction.
Okay,
because I am having difficulty in understanding, you understand, the two of you not understanding each other in terms of how that authorization is given.
Okay. May I request for council to give me time to establish these true records?
Thank you, Mr. Jane. Council, you may proceed.
Yes, back to the expenses, Mr. Jane. So, a more direct question. What is the structure?
Sorry, Mr. Jane, did you write that one down to check whether it is a resolution for the ceiling? Please write that down. It's very important.
Mr. Jane,
yes.
How many projects did council engage in when you was acting CEO?
Give me time to check. I think I have. So, Council, the records of those projects, not all of them are with me. May I beg for time to submit it?
Yes, yes, please write it down.
The list or the document relating to those projects?
The list, documents related to those projects and the status quo of the project as at the time you left.
I'm done.
The Mbalit project is clearly stated in your statement of the 3rd of May 2023.
Okay.
You were the acting CEO when this project was effected, when it kick-started?
No, the project was in progress.
In progress?
Yes, yes. So I inherited it.
Now, but you were making payments to, as CEO, you were making payment to either Express Motors or
yes,
or Quantum, as the case may be.
Yes, it's more or less the same. Quantum.
We don't know about that yet.
Yeah.
If I ask you why,
I was making payment.
If I ask you why they are the same, would you know why they are the same? These two?
I will not be able to tell you much, but all I know is the Q group, we have the different components. So for us, we deal with Espas.
Okay. So the payments made to Espas Motors or Quantum, as the case may be, during your time, have you made any payments to this company?
Yes.
How many times?
I cannot remember. That was a payment plan.
Write it down.
We are following.
Provide us the payment plan and the payments that were made and the accounts that they were paid to. As CEO, do you have any control over the Mbalit project?
Mbalit project you have a management.
Yes.
Responsible for the day-to-day running of the project.
And this management?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. At the level of the CEO, we coordinate, we monitor, and some of the concerns that are beyond management are shared with us, and jointly we work together to address them. And for the payments to Espas are done by the CEO's office.
And this staff, what does the staff comprise of? The Mbalit staff?
You have the I cannot say much about the structure. All I know.
Why can't you say much about the structure?
Unless you give me time to.
No, but why can't you say much about the structure?
No, what I mean is because I didn't have any related document regarding it, so I cannot tell you something here that's different.
I don't understand. You said you don't have any
related document with regard to the structure of Mbalit, if there is any.
Why is that?
Well, that I'll find difficult to explain. All I know is there is a manager or they have field staff, you have supervisors. So if that is regarded as
you don't have control over them.
Pardon?
You don't have any form of control over the staff of the ballot project.
What being control in what sense?
You are the CEO.
What
happens in your backyard, you should know. You have
an appointed manager.
Yes.
That takes care of the red run of the.
I am saying everything that happens in council, you should know. As CEO,
you said the control.
Yes, absolutely. What is the control?
That's why I said if matters that are beyond the management are forwarded to council.
Matters that are
beyond management, because you have the management structure, then you have the an established committee.
What is the structure of the management? Is what I asked.
I said you have a manager.
Yes.
You have supervisors. Then you have field workers.
How are they appointed?
Like I said, the project is inherited. All right. The field workers are on contract. They are appointed on contract.
The field workers are appointed on contract. Who appointed them on contract?
Council.
Council asking, when you say council, what do you mean?
Council management, because in this case you have the ballot project as a project came to be based on council resolution.
Yes.
The structure. The management structure is established.
Okay.
All right. The manager is hired
by and how?
Well, that one except you give it time. I can, because I inherited it, so I cannot say much about that until I interacted with the documents.
Okay. We will give you time, Mr. Drami. Mr. Jani. We will give you time, Mr. Jani.
Yes.
But from what you have said, it appears as if you have no control over the management of the ballot project. Is that a fair statement?
No, until you qualify that control.
I don't know what you want me to clarify.
No, when you said
you asked the CEO, what does the law say regarding you being the CEO? Who are you as CEO? What do you understand by your role as Chief Executive Officer?
I'm responsible for overall running of council affairs. Yes.
Does that exclude any project or the ballot project?
No.
So now what do you not understand by me saying your control? What do you not understand in that?
No, this was why I said you have the management in place.
The chief manager,
matters beyond management, are forwarded.
The chief, go ahead.
Are forwarded to council. You have an established committee.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
The function of the ultimate objective of setting up that committee is to coordinate.
Let me read you what your functions are and the creation of your office as per Local Government Act 2002. Says section 42. Sub 1, there shall be a chief executive for each council, whose office shall be an office in the local government service, and shall, subject to the provisions of this act, be subject to terms and conditions which may be prescribed for the local government service. 2, this chief executive shall be appointed by a local government service commission after consultation with the chairperson, who may attend all proceedings and deliberations of the commission when considering the appointments of a chief executive. 3, applications for the office of the chief executive shall be submitted to the council for its prior comments. Now, function of the chief executive. The chief executive shall manage the affairs of the council and shall be answerable to council and be subject to its direction and control. A chief executive shall, in the exercise of his or her functions, report to the chairperson. You see that? Do you see that?
Yes.
It says, sub 3, without prejudice to the generality of the provisions of this section, as chief executive, shall A, be an ex-officio member of all committees of the council, B, be responsible for the day-to-day performance of the executive and administrative functions of the council and the implementation of all its decisions. Needless to say what the financial manual says, what the Finance and Audit Act says about who you are as chief executive.
I think I alluded to all what
you did.
Said.
You did, but you do not know the management or the nitty-gritties of the Merit project.
Not that I didn't know. I didn't know all because it is a project that I inherited. So I'll seek for council indulgence to give me time. I don't want to say anything about this project. It was initiated in my absence. I did not have much interaction with the documents related to the project. When you asked about the payment, I said yes, we are paying. That was a payment plan. We are paying, all right, and the staff were appointed. All right. So
when you come back, write all this down. Give us an in-depth explanation or information about what you know about the Merit project concerning the staff, how they were appointed, how they are remunerated. Do you understand? Yes. Go ahead.
May I say this, late council? For the appointment of the Mali staff,
yes,
those I've witnessed were solely taken as an established committee.